Where are we at, people? Tuesday? Yep, 12th of November. Coming on to say hello for a minute. Really don't have much on my plate to share. But I'll stay in touch. Hope everyone's doing okay. How was my mood this morning? How did I feel when I woke up today? A little better, to be honest. As I emerged out of my dreams and reality set in, there was that realization that once again of the world that we currently live in. But thankfully, due to perspective, I'm okay. I'm intact. I was able to get up, and here I am. So life goes on. We'll see how things develop as time goes on. I do not predict good things, but we'll see. Barris, please don't send me any classical guitar records. I don't need any, and I can understand that you would like to hear me talk about them, but it won't be the same as if it wouldn't be the same. I don't want any more classical music guitar records. That's why they're in the closet. I don't play them that much, even though I love them. Okay, those records I showed are very special to me. So these new artists that you're talking about, they're not going to be. I'm not going to talk about them like that. I hope you can understand. It's because of my life experience with them. So don't. Okay. If you want to send me something really cool and unusual. Okay. Something real special. If you've got to send me something, do that. You see what, by now you ought to be able to see what really trips my trigger. Okay. Um, Yesterday was a decent day. Not a lot of listening and watching. I did more of what I talked about, which is to just kind of chill out and just take in the day. Being busy is helpful, and being busy is good, but it's also good to be able to be still and just deal with things and work on letting go of the worrying thoughts, because that's all it is. It's not all it is, but that's where a lot of tension and stress comes from, is just focusing on things that bother you. We focus on things when we don't have to, and we give our power away to things that make us crazy, and we don't have to. So that's why I feel better today. Coffee is good. So I have absolutely zero plans today, and that's okay. I got out of the house yesterday, did a few things. Car is still making a funny sound, but um, it'll get taken care of. I don't drive that much, I don't. So the only things that got played yesterday, except for me working on this new music, which again, I started a whole nother new piece yesterday. I love it when that happens, because I cannot always be assured that when I start working that it will catch. But I love it when I'm in these frames like I am now, where I do open up and things start to catch pretty quick, and say, okay, let's go. So that's mostly what I did, is work on these. Actually, I have more work now, because when I went to bed listening to the mixes last night, it's like, okay, this. So that's what I'll be doing, is back in the studio today. Happily so. It's a freaking lifesaver. But a couple records got played yesterday. This one was one of that was in like kind of the overstock in the closet that got pulled out because I had gotten it not that long ago, really cheap, and it's one of those kitschy electronic albums, and this one is Electric Tommy, the world's first rock opera. It's these chintzy electronic versions of songs from Tommy. It's so cheesy that it's really fun. That's not gonna say good. I mean, the people can play, but it's fun. It's like, what? What was the one on here that I really enjoyed it? Tommy, Can You Hear Me? On here is really funny. This is arranged and produced by Joe Renzetti, who probably has quite a background in music. Keyboard played by Tony Luizzi. It was fun. That's the right. It helped my mood. You know what I mean? It was lighthearted. It was fun. Another record that has been kind of jutting out down there because I put some stuff away and it just got in. It's kind of just poking out. It's been poking out forever. So okay, go ahead and play it because I never play it. And it turns out that I had never played this record all the way through. But it stands to reason why, because it's an artist that, okay, he's good. You see his records cheap. Get it when the time is right. Pat Metheny, New Chautauqua. Listened to this all the way through yesterday and enjoyed it, but I couldn't help but be self-referential while listening to it. Pat Metheny is highly regarded worldwide as a guitarist and a composer. And as I listen to this particular album, which is kind of, it's just him on guitar, I thought to myself, man, I get ideas like some of these and I pass on them. It's not, it's just me again, further realizing and acknowledging to myself my own abilities. I'm well aware of my limitations, but it's good to be aware of what you do well. And it's a rising experience in my life as I get older. More confidence and just realizing. So this was enjoyable, and I did actually play both sides. One track, I don't remember which one it was. It was like, I gotta skip this. This is just not nothing. This ain't nothing. So there's that. Frankly, I never got to the Vorace. Maybe today. Something else that got played. Oh, okay. A couple things, actually. My bad. So here is Shabaka is a musician whose solo album is one of my albums of the year. And he was in this band called The Comet Is Coming. And got this earlier this year used. And was on the fence about it. And I see what they're doing. I think that this is definitely geared towards younger ears who don't really have the experience with the marriage of rootsy jazz and rock and roll. That's what this basically is, an instrumental version of. And what I can hear is it comes out of jams. Probably going to trade this, actually. But I enjoyed it yesterday, but probably won't keep it. The Shabaka album, on the other hand, is a definite keeper and one of my albums of the year. I went ahead and played this again. Kevin, if you happen to see this, I listened to the inaccurate again. And this is really good, and it's also like something going on with some of the screamo vocals that happen in here. It sounds like at times it sounds like it's almost like they're taking up a whole big pile of sound and taking it and done this with it and that with it and that, and it's cool to listen to. I can sort of hear possibly some of the ways this music was made. This is good. I like stuff like this, and I love that it's just so exclusive. There's only 100 copies of this. Nihil Surrealisme by Anacrid. I like this. Thank you for sending it to me. I hope some people look this up, and maybe you sell the rest of them. Because I know that even sometimes when you make a limited edition, small number, depending on who you are, they'll still be sitting in your closet years later. Hope that ain't the case. I enjoyed that. So once again, I did my customary take a quick look at what's in the headlines, but I didn't watch any broadcasts. The headlines are really crazy. Really crazy. Now, one other thing I did was I went on to X and bothered to look at some of the posts of people who supported and voted for Trump. And it's like I'm living on another planet. You know, what these people are saying does not compute to me. And they live in a bubble. We all live in bubbles, but these folks, I mean, that's the most disgusting part about Trump getting back in office, is that he has split wide open the gaping wound of relationships in this country, particularly race. He has exposed the wound that was trying to heal forever about human rights, racism, homophobia, sexism. He's busted that bitch wide open, and it's just a mess. And I see where folks, and the other thing that I see in the comments of these people, whether they're real or not, because sometimes I wonder, is this just Russian propaganda? It seeps out the overall emotion of hate and basically hate. And so it's like, it's just real obvious that these people aren't acting with good intentions, good values. This is not what we call God-based behavior. It's very unholy. And yet these people just scream that it's the lefties, and I'm not a lefty, but I have to say that because of the way the world is polarized, that's the side that I'm put on. I just want to be a human, and these people are just demonizing. They don't like it, they don't like you, and they don't even ever get specific. It's just always just really general, which is what lets me know that it is the makings of a cult leader who has masterfully manipulated the thoughts of a lot of people. You know, it's very disappointing. So I'm glad that I don't know, I hope I never have to go back to work, but under these conditions, what's about to happen, I'll probably lose my Social Security, have to go back to work. I don't want to do that. So I'm giving thanks for every day of relative freedom that I have left to sit in my home and drink my coffee and putter around, because I worked hard. I didn't do anything in regards to Veterans Day yesterday because it just doesn't resonate. My dad was a veteran, but I hate the military. Hate it with a passion. I have done and continue to do my service for this country and for the world through my personal actions, through my personal life. And I've already put my life on the line, literally, several times in the fight for civil rights in the past. I'm done. Done with that. Okay, I'm just ranting and babbling. I'm not talking about music. That's probably about enough. Please try to have a good day. Share your thoughts with me. Glad people seem to be doing okay, hanging in there, hang in there.